For most of us, we are constantly in a spiritual battle of some sort. Each day we have to decide whether we are going to live for Jesus Christ or not. I can remember a few years ago, somebody came out with this little wristband, and it had WWJD, which stands for What Would Jesus Do? And I believe this was kind of used to remind people that whatever you're going through, before you stretch your hand out and say something or do something, it's a reminder to say, well, what would Jesus do? And to remind us to think about our actions and encourage us to even live for Christ even more. And I also thought about a sticker that I've been seeing recently on some cars that says, do you follow Jesus this close? Now, I won't say that this bumper sticker, is necessarily fall into a spiritual battle category, but it makes you think, am I really too close to this car as I'm traveling? That I'm able to read this as we are driving. And so it's a decision that we have to make, even in that very moment, that what are we going to do? Are we still going to drive close to that car? Knowing that at any given time, someone could put on brakes and you don't have enough time to stop before running to the back of it. That's a decision. That's a choice that you have to make. And here in Paul, what Paul is saying in Romans 7, he is sharing a struggle that many of us are dealing with. Not only all of us face it on a daily basis, but it's a battle between good and evil. To do the right thing according to God's law commands, or you can choose not to. Paul says in verse 21 of Romans chapter 7, I have discovered this principle of life, that when I want to do what is right, I inevitably do what is wrong. There is a fight. There is a battle that constantly goes on and on and on inside of us. It's almost like a war for spiritual territory on the inside of us. And it's a struggle with being a slave to sin. And nobody is exempt from it. Let me say that again. Nobody is exempt from it. As a matter of fact, please be reminded that we were all born in iniquity with a sinful nature. So regardless of titles and position and degrees, we all struggle. We all fight this sinful nature. That making the right choice, we have to decide that we're going to make the right choice.